gamers, Genesis Moss here with this week's edition of The Gamer Chronicles. This week, I am reviewing Final Fight for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. But before we get into that, let's check out a little bit of history involving this game. Final Fight first came to us in the arcades in 1989. The game received Best Game of 1990 in the February 1991 issue of Japanese coin-operated video game magazine. It also won 4th place for Best Music, 9th place for Best Graphics, 2nd place for Best Direction, and 5th place for Best Album. This game got a lot of credit back then. In 1991, the game was released for the Super Nintendo in North America, but not without a few changes. One of the first major changes is the game is now only one player. With the 2-player co-op mode removed, they also removed one of the 3 main characters. Guy got the axe. Now we are only left with Cody and Hager to defend the city. Another major change from the arcade to console was the industrial level, which featured the boss Rolento, was also removed, although he would return for the game Final Fight 2. Also here in North America, we were treated to some really odd censorship. The characters, Poison and Roxy, were replaced with Billy and Sid, and all alcoholic references in the game were removed as well. The first 2 bosses in the game, Damned and Sodom, were renamed Thrasher and Katana. In the bonus stage, when you destroy the car, instead of the Weeping Man saying, "Oh my god," it was replaced with, "Oh my car."
Oh my god.
Finally, some of the darker skinned enemies were given a lighter skin tone in the game. Racist much, North American censors? With all that out of the way, let's talk story. This game takes place in the early 1990s in Metro City, a town controlled by the Mad Gear Gang, with their newly elected mayor, Mike Hager, who is a man who is tough enough to pile drive sharks, and he shaves with a belt sander, trying to clean up the city. His daughter Jessica is kidnapped by the Mad Gears, and if Mike does not give in to their demands, they are going to hurt his daughter. Mike, being the tough guy that he is, refuses their offer. He and Cody, Jessica's boyfriend, take to the streets to take down this terrible crime syndicate. The gameplay is pretty solid and simple in this one. You move with the D-pad, and then you have punch and jump buttons, and when pressed together, they perform a special move. Now the difficulty in this game can be pretty treacherous, but have no fear, at the title screen if you hold down the L button and press start, this will bring up the options menu where you can lower the difficulty and get some extra lives to start off with. Trust me, I use this all the time. The sound in this game seriously is no joke. From all of the effects of punches and kicks, and stuff just generally being torn up, to the amazing music this game has. It's just a treat for your ears. Just listen to a little bit of this awesome soundtrack. Now finally, the graphics. These are some pretty great 16-bit graphics for their time. They have bright colors and great character models. Couple that with amazing backgrounds and you have a game that is fun to look at from pressing start all the way to the end. So, overall, how do I feel about Final Fight on the Super Nintendo? It's still a whole lot of fun. It has some minor issues that, as a kid, I didn't really see, and as an adult, they're very glaring. But other than, the lack of 2-player and the lack of the character guide, it's still a lot of fun. So be sure to check it out. It's a game that I definitely recommend. Don't forget to check out my new sponsors, OneMoreCastle.com. They're a great site, and also check out some of my other sponsors like ThirdStrike.com and NerdoramaNetwork.com. All these sites are really great and just really fun to check out and get your dose of nerdy goodness. Also, along with other people to check out, is the Brother Knights. Their newest review is Snow Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You can watch their video here or subscribe to their channel right here. And that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at IHaveThePower82 and check out some awesome links and sponsors down below in the show notes. Thanks again for watching, and game over. Stay tuned next week, everybody, because I'll be reviewing Zen Intergalactic Ninja for the Nintendo Game Boy.